Hey guys, welcome to our sneak peek into Beachbody coaching. Today I'm going to be covering who makes a good coach. Hoping this video works this time. The first time I did it, I realized the whole thing didn't have sound, so let's see how it goes this time around. So I'm actually going to be covering who makes a good coach, who doesn't make a good coach, and then kind of what it takes to be a coach and some common misconceptions. So I'm going to start off just by telling you a little bit more about me and my story. So my name is Catherine. I've been coaching now for about a year, just shy of a year. And I really got into it because I was at a point in my life where I was somewhat at an impasse. My husband and I had been married for a little over 2 years. We were living in Illinois at the time. We'd already been in 3 states since we'd been married. Moved again since then, new state. So I was constantly moving, constantly having to find new jobs. You know, I have my degree in accounting and international business, but sure, I could find a great job, but being able to move anywhere within the company in such a short period of time was proving to be almost impossible. This was a decision that my husband and I had made about how our life was going to be. We knew that we were going to be moving around a lot, kind of accepted the fact. So it was something that, sorry, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. It was something that I knew eventually down the road I would have to find something that I could do from home, because who knows, this time in 5 years I might be up to living in 10 states by that point in time. I have no idea. Maybe even another country if we end up moving to Canada or something. Who knows? So I knew I needed to do something, and I needed to find something I was passionate about to do from home. I didn't want to be one of those people who finds, a get-rich-quick scheme where people are like, hey, I made $10,000 this month just by selling such and such and not helping anybody, basically. I didn't want that to be me. I wanted to do something that I was passionate about, where I could help people and actually be able to make a career out of it. Now, fast forward to now, my husband and I are actually expecting a little one coming here in April, so I am pregnant. So that just adds to it. Now I'm seeing the possibility of me being able to work from home someday, and staying home with our kids and being able to set my own hours and design my life the way that I want it. I don't want to have to be stuck in a cubicle from 8 to 5 every day, sometimes more, just to get that paycheck, because that's what's expected. I don't want to have to live life based on what's expected of me. I want to be able to design it the way that I want to, so I can work to live and not live to work. So Beachbody is really, when the opportunity was presented to me the first time, I was like, oh, I don't have any time. But then the second time around, I was like, you know what? I do need to look into this a little bit more. I love the products. I would love to get into something like this. So I would say that your why is going to be very important. It's going to be something that really drives who you are, and drives where you're going in the business. Because if your why is just that you want to get a discount on your Shakeology, that's fine. But if your why is that you want to push yourself to be better and actually help a lot of people in this business, that's amazing. Everyone's why is going to be different. Everyone's how they got here is going to be different. And that's what makes it such a great company, is because we are all such an eclectic group of people, but we're all in it for the same reason. We all want to help people, and we all want to help each other. Honestly, I can't even tell you how many times we've been posting on coach message boards, and people are just helping each other out of the goodness of their own heart. And that's something that I don't feel like you see at every single company. So I'm going to now kind of touch on who won't make a good coach, just so I can lead into who I do think would make a good coach. Who won't make a good coach? Someone who's just in this for the quick sale. If you're just in this for wanting to make some extra cash, but you don't actually care about helping people, you're not going to be very successful. You really do need to actually care in order to be successful in this business. And if you're one of those people who's not actually being a product of the product, you're not going to be successful either. If you're telling people, oh yeah, you need to drink your Shakeology and work out daily, but you haven't worked out in weeks and you're eating fast food every day, people aren't going to take you very seriously if you're not actually living the life that you're trying to get other people to live. So then switching over who I do think makes a good coach, first of all, you have to care. And secondly, you need to be a good listener. You need to be able to sit down and talk to the people who are interested and actually find out what their goals are, what they need to reach their goals, and any struggles that they've had along the way. Because like I said, everyone has their own story. You need to be able to actually listen, and so that way you can actually figure out what the best program is going to be for them. Because if you just say, oh, I think that such and such program would be the best for you because it's the most expensive. No, not every program is going to work for every person. You need to listen, and you need to actually be willing to get to a different level with your customers. These people are going to learn to trust you, and they're going to open up to you for some things that might be extremely personal. I mean, weight loss and struggling with your nutrition can be a very personal thing. So expect that someone is going to open up to you a lot. And that's one of the great parts about this job, which I don't even like calling it a job because it never feels like work, is actually being able to connect with people on a very human level and know that you're helping them reach their goals that is going to change their life. It's not just a goal like, oh, they just bought a new purse from me. That's so exciting. I'm sure I just made their entire life. No, this is something that's actually going to change their life and their health for them and their family for years to come. So these are big commitments, and this is a big change for a lot of people. And you also need to be able to be a little bit vulnerable with people and be able to share your story. That was one thing that was a little hard for me starting out, was being able to share my story and be vulnerable to a lot of people. All the people on Facebook that I'm friends with, I didn't post all the time. You know, I was a little bit shy with kind of being that open with people. But the more people see what you're doing and how you have progressed through your changes, the more people are going to relate to you as a human being. And they're going to say, oh yeah, you know, I've been feeling that way too, or I think that she might be able to actually help me reach my goals because I've been struggling with X, Y, and Z, whatever that may be. And you don't have to have a crazy story. You don't need to say, I lost 100 pounds doing P90X. Some of the coaches do have amazing stories like that. They're rock stars. That's amazing. Not everyone does. Some people come into this company not having any weight to lose because they were already in decent shape. That's awesome. But I'm just saying that people don't always have to start from the same level, and they don't need to be at the same place when they come in. Do you need to be at your goal weight when you start? No, I was not. I still had at least 10 pounds to go when I started. But it was fun because that way I was able to not only help others, but they were helping keep me accountable as well as I was on my journey. So we were really on our journeys together, which makes things really fun, and it makes things a lot more real for you and for your customers as well. Some common misconceptions, I touched on one of them already, that being at your goal weight before you sign up as a coach, obviously unnecessary. Another one is you don't have to do every program that Beachbody has. There are so many, you would probably break the bank trying to do every single one of them. Obviously with Beachbody On Demand now, that is helping a little bit with us being able to live stream them, but I haven't done all of the programs. Like, for example, I've never done Turbo Fire before, but do I know other coaches and other customers who have done it before? Yes. So I can get information on that program and be able to share it with my customers if they think that that might be something that works for them. Or I might be able to recommend it to someone even though I haven't done it before. We have so many tools, depending on what our specific client's need is, we can help them with our tools. So it might be nutrition from the 21-day fix. Even if you haven't done the 21-day fix before, you know if that person needs some serious help with portion control and clean eating and a full meal plan because they're used to eating, you know, spaghetti and burgers every single day for lunch, then you can guide them in that direction. Even if you haven't personally done it, you know it's been proven to give people results. And we have so many different programs that have been proven to give people results. You don't need to personally do every single one of them. in order to be able to share that story, because there will always be someone. And I'd also say probably the most important thing out of all of this is you just have to be yourself. If you try to be like the other coaches, or say you're like, oh, I see she's one of the most successful coaches in the company, I should do exactly what she's doing, it's not going to work, because people are going to read right through you and say, that's not who she is. You need to be yourself and be genuine, and that's what people are going to connect to, because you're going to draw like-minded people, and you're also going to draw people in who want to work with you because you are who you are. And that's so important. And it's just, this company is so life-changing, because I feel like helping others reach their goals has really changed my life for the better. It makes me feel like I've actually accomplished something at the end of the day. Where sitting in a cubicle all day long, sure, I get really excited when you can, balance things and whatnot. I mean, that's the geek in me coming out. But you don't actually get that fluttering feeling as you do when you've actually helped someone else reach their goal and realize how thankful they are from a deep and personal level that you took the time to help them. And just kind of finally finishing this up, if you feel super overwhelmed right now or when you're first getting started, we have so many tools on how to get you started. There are groups and trainings and so many coaches that have been doing this for years and years and years that the training is all there. Social media training is there, how to talk to people. Obviously, a lot of us don't come from sales backgrounds. This is not sales. I was terrified of sales. I didn't want to sign up because I thought this was sales. It's not. This is not a business of doing sales. And if you are good at sales, awesome. But you don't have to be to get into this business. There is so much training, and there are so many different resources that can help you get going, that really anyone who has the passion to help people can be a successful coach in this business. So that's all I had to cover for today. But if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and we would be happy to help you. And I hope that we can welcome you into our Stretch Coaches family. All right, have a good day, guys.